I'm gonna lose my right.
Marissa and Edward are trying to repair their relationship, but what should have been a peaceful conversation quickly turns into another emotional setback during season 12 of 90 Day Fiancé. Marissa explains that she never intended to disrespect Edward when she walked away from the table for a moment. From her perspective, she was trying to prevent herself from reacting badly. Instead of snapping at him or continuing the argument, she thought taking a short break would give her time to calm down.
I didn't know that just excusing myself from the table for 30 seconds would be so disrespectful to him. Like, what I thought I was doing the right thing. Like, instead of like snapping back at him and saying like, why are we going over this again? Or like, being rude. I just said I needed a minute. I cooled back down, and then I was going to explain to him like, I don't need to rehash the old details of the fight. And, I know that maybe you were just doing it to like prove a point or make a point, but I didn't need to like go over that all again because it's a very sensitive subject for me. And I really tried hard to get over it.
Should I realize the smile that you share never reaches your eye?
Jesus. I was coming to this night to like basically express myself with her because that's what I think that she tried to say to me. Like, she really wanted me to express myself better. Like, I think she overreacting for something stupid. This is feel that I can win.
Okay, listen. I'm sorry. I gave you an attitude. I was just trying to explain to you on what was the reason why I was like feel like this. I was not trying to like hurt you or say something's wrong. Honestly, you know my heart. You know what I say, something's not coming from a bad place.
I'm gonna lose my right. I don't need a napkin, Edward.
I don't want to see you like this.
I just don't want to do this right now.
You don't want to do it what?
Gosh. I think the fact is that, like, I just want to, like, let this night be put in the past.
Listen, I just want the same thing that you want. Have a nice dinner. Say, like, I'm very grateful that you're doing all the changes. And I was excited to say to you my changes. That's what I tried to say. I was not trying to say something's wrong. And I apologize because
I know, but just because you apologize doesn't mean I'm just supposed to be like, oh, I'm great now.
No, I'm not.
I feel really hurt.
I'm sorry. I was not on purpose.
Like, I understand people make mistakes. I don't hold grudges, but the fact is that, like, this night was supposed to be nice. I was gonna try to finally say, like, our 2 weeks is almost up. I made this wonderful decision that I really want to move forward with you, and I love you, and, like, everything's great. And now I feel like this whole night is ruined. I feel like the whole vibe is tainted now, and I just want to go home and just, like, let it be. I'm really disappointed that this really beautiful night was completely thrown in the trash. It just feels like we're really becoming majorly disconnected. I just don't feel like a big celebration right now. I want Edward to start understanding who I am and what I need, because I don't want to keep going through this for the rest of my life.
But Edward clearly experienced that moment differently. For Edward, the issue was not simply that Marissa left the table. He wanted to express how he felt about what had happened, especially because the situation was still bothering him. He believed Marissa wanted him to communicate his feelings better, and he was trying to do exactly that. The problem is that Marissa was already emotionally exhausted by the subject. She explains that the argument was sensitive for her, and that she had worked hard to move past the details. She did not want to keep reopening something she believed should already be behind them. Edward, however, was looking at the conversation from another angle. He was not necessarily trying to restart the entire fight. He wanted to explain his own perspective and communicate what he had been feeling. That difference is extremely important because both of them were trying to accomplish something similar, but they were approaching it in completely different ways. Marissa wanted closure. Edward wanted to be heard. Eventually, Marissa apologizes for giving Edward an attitude and explains that she never intended to hurt him. She tells him that she knows his heart and does not believe he was deliberately trying to say something wrong. But the apology does not immediately solve the problem. Marissa makes it clear that simply apologizing does not mean she can instantly feel better. She is still hurt, and she wants Edward to understand that. Then the emotional weight of the evening really becomes clear. Marissa reveals that she had actually been looking forward to this night because she wanted to celebrate the progress they had made. She was prepared to tell Edward that she wanted to move forward with him and that she loved him. Instead, the conversation left her feeling as though the entire night had been ruined. That is where the relationship starts looking increasingly fragile. Marissa says she feels like she and Edward are becoming disconnected, and she does not want to continue experiencing the same communication problems for the rest of her life. At the same time, Edward is trying to explain that he also wants the relationship to work. He wants Marissa to hear his side, instead of feeling like he has to stay quiet whenever a subject becomes uncomfortable. The problem is not necessarily that either person wants to hurt the other. The problem is that they have very different ways of handling conflict. Marissa wants to shut down painful conversations once she feels they have gone too far. Edward wants to keep talking until he feels understood. That difference could become a serious issue if they cannot find a middle ground. Season 12 of 90 Day Fiancé is showing that their biggest challenge may not be distance, family pressure, or their different backgrounds. It may simply be learning how to communicate with each other without one person feeling silenced and the other feeling emotionally overwhelmed. And if Marissa and Edward cannot figure that out, their decision to move forward together could become much harder than either of them